Happy New Year. In their 1986 pastoral letter on economic justice for all, the U.S. bishops wrote that every perspective on economic life that is human, moral, and Christian must be shaped by three questions. What does the economy do for people? What does it do to people? And how do people participate in it? Flowing from the Church's commitment to human dignity and the rights of workers, economic decisions must be at the service of all people, especially the poor. A moral measure of our economy is how the poorest and most vulnerable are faring. In Matthew's Gospel, we find the parable of the workers in the vineyard. When the landowner pays equal wages to all who worked, those who arrived early in the morning and those who arrived shortly before sunset, the early workers grumble. But the landowner replies, "Friends, I am doing you no wrong. Did you not agree with me for the usual daily wage? Take what belongs to you and go. I choose to give to this last the same as I give to you. Am I not allowed to do what I choose with what belongs to me? Or are you envious because I am generous? So the last will be first, and the first will be last." As I spent time reflecting on economic justice, this reading sprang to mind. But I was unsure why or even how to connect it. In doing some Googling to find the exact passage, I came across a sermon from an English-speaking Methodist church in Munich. The pastor, Christine Erb-Kanzler, summarizes this gospel reading in a way that beautifully connects it to the call for economic justice. She writes, "This employer changes his whole concept of life. His orientation to profit, income, and money at any price vanishes for the sake of the survival of the poorest. And those who witness this change, those who worked long and complain, are invited to show solidarity, understanding, and joy."
As Sisters of St. Joseph and Associates, we are called to work so that all people might be united with God and with one another. Imbalances of power and a lack of sound economic justice for all persons challenge the integrity of these relationships and our collective unity with one another and with God. Through our shared mission and charism, Sisters of St. Joseph and Associates are impelled to make choices in our own lives that seek to redress these social inequalities. We must not take the easy way out and turn a blind eye to cycles of economic injustice perpetuating in our communities. But instead, we must act as courageous risk takers and people deeply committed to restoring justice and mutuality in our relationships. In our work at Chestnut Hill College, faculty, staff, and students share this commitment to economic justice through education and action. In addition to academic study of economic injustice throughout our world, in required courses like the Global Awareness Seminar, our campus fosters an environment where students are challenged to think globally but act locally. Each fall and spring semesters, our college community sponsors a fair trade event where local businesses and organizations committed to fair trade goods come to campus to sell their products. Through the awareness campaign and education associated with the event, our students are exposed to ways in which they can make small choices through their own purchases that can have profound impacts on the quality of life of many. Similarly, our campus dining hall, in addition to serving only fair trade coffees, has a shared commitment to seeking out locally grown and locally produced food whenever possible. Steps like these, while admittedly small, are significant in the eyes of God, and our ways in which we can all work for economic justice for all God's people without distinction.
Our challenge to sisters and associates is to, whenever possible, choose fair trade and locally grown or produced products. Fair trade products ensure that those individuals who planted the seeds, picked the coffee, wove the blanket, or crafted the bowl earn a just wage for this work. Locally grown produce purchased at a farmer's market ensures that money goes directly to the farmer. Consider purchasing a share in a farm through community-supported agriculture, instead of going to the grocery store to purchase your produce. Visit places like 10,000 Villages when shopping for gifts. If you are hosting an event at the college, ask for fair trade certified coffee. Not only do these decisions help to support a just economy, they also help in our right relationship with the earth.